Hey guys. Hey Jonathan, main girl. Main girl, you need to hit me up in Discord because, well, you just do. Hey Critters, Sergeant Blackrock, Christy, Sunnyside. Hey Carla. I know there's other live streams going on, but I gotta be honest with you. After what I heard from that Michelle, uh, what is it? Whatever her name is, Michelle Sabate or what have you. If anybody is hooking up with that nutcase just to go at Marissa, who's another nutcase, then well, that would qualify you as a nutcase. Now, I don't usually pick on the mentally ill on here, and I don't diagnose people either. I mean, some are obvious. Hey, Christy. But if you go over now, okay, first of all, I want to make something clear. Alicia, if you're listening, which I know you're over in Makeup Mobsters, but I never said I supported this Penelope lady. What I said was I liked her style in that particular video. That's what I said. Now, I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. Penelope, she might be just another simp for Marissa. Hey, Catcherall. And I could care less that these people go live every single day about Marissa or Laura or whatever. If that's what they want to do, go for it. I don't support Laura. I don't support Marissa. I don't care. But this Michelle, that you all know who I'm talking about, right? The one that had it fallen out with Molly. Did you see that, Sunnyside? Did you hear what that woman said about her own child? I was literally in tears. And maybe because I am the mother of an addict, but if you can support what that woman said about her own son, I don't care about no real life. I don't care. Go real life on Marissa. Everybody go real life on everybody. Nobody, I'm to the point I don't give a shit anymore. If that's what y'all want to do. Hey, Cosmic. But if you go over there and you listen what this woman said about her own son. Now, obviously, he suffers from active addiction. And, some parents choose tough love. Whatever works for you and the person that you love that's addicted. Not judging her there. But obviously her son has gone to jail or prison or whatever. Now, this woman, MichelleSebate. Now, if that's a mountain you want to die on, people, just to go, hey critters, at Molly Go Lightly, then you are scraping the bottom of the barrel. If you go and listen to what this woman said about her own son, who I wanted to I wanted to hug her son. I wanted to give him like a virtual hug. Because, like I said, as the mother of an active addict, hey, Bolo, I even get the fact that some parents are uh, relieved when their addict son or daughter goes to jail. I know that feeling because at least you know where they're at. You know they're not lying dead on in a gutter somewhere or in some trap house. I get that. But this woman actually said, not that she just wasn't going to send him commissary money. That's her business. I'm sorry, sweet bee. If she chooses not to send her addict son in jail, commissary, that's her business. Okay, no judgment here. But what she's saying, if you go and listen to her or listen to the video that Penelope put out, which I don't even know Penelope. Like I said, she may just be another simp for Molly Golightly. I don't know. But she says, I'm so sorry, sweet bee. You are living my worst nightmare. I'm so sorry. But she basically says her son will have to be SA'd in prison in order to earn money. That he'll have to learn to take the D if he wants to earn money. I don't know Penelope. I just commented on one video she did that I was kind of impressed with. Again, she might. Oh, yeah, Sunnyside, you've got to hear this. She goes on to say her son should cut off his D and shove it down his own throat. Now, again, as the mother of an active addict who could end up behind bars at any given moment, who has been to big boy prison, I'm not talking some little county jail. That was one of my worst fears. Not that my son can't handle himself, but when you have 4 or 5 inmates and you're new to the prison, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And if this is who people want to team up with just to go at Marissa, at Molly Golightly, I don't care. Go at Marissa. Have a ball with her. But what this woman said, after you leave my live stream, knowing Michelle, she probably still has it up. But go and listen to this Penelope stream about what this Michelle said about her own son. I don't get triggered. I don't like the word triggering. That's just me. But I can honestly say it triggered me. It really triggered me. Not only is she on there blaming him for her divorce, which we all know an addict in the family can cause divide. Michelle, you don't have to enable your son. But how could you sit there and talk about your own child that way? I've admitted I have resentment towards my child for what, more so for what he's done to his own life, not mine. And I'm working on that through therapy. But to say that he would have to get SA'd in prison in order to get money, that he better learn how to take the D and suck the D in order to get money for his commissary. No, she says it, Mako Twain. Penelope put up the clip. It's her saying it. I mean, I didn't listen to Michelle's live stream. I don't follow her. But for the people that are trauma bonding and hooking up with Michelle just because she's got beef with MGL, I'm sorry. There's got to be a line drawn somewhere. My heart broke for her son, and I don't know him. I think Penelope is some woman who defends MGL. Okay, well, that right there is crazy within itself, because whatever. But everybody's got their supporters. Mako, Science Girl's been on her panel. She's been on Randy's panel. Because as soon as they found out that this woman had beef with MGL, they jumped on her, as Carla would say. Hey, Miss Leah, I hope you're doing okay. As Carla would say, like monkeys on a cupcake. But if you go and listen to what she says about her own child, I don't know how you just don't turn and run from that. I mean, there's enough shit you can go on and on and on about. Yes, they did. They love bombed her. But go listen to that clip. And then if you can still tell me that that woman has any decent qualities about her, then I'll kiss your ass on a live stream. Yeah, hoping your electric code's out too, Miss Leah. They're already, it's over 200,000 people already. It might be higher. That was an hour ago. It's a Cat 4 storm. It's well, good, Mako. I hope Randy and them do realize it's not somebody they want to pair up with. But in the beginning, as soon as people found out that this woman had a boner for Molly Golightly, everybody wanted to talk to her. Everybody wanted to get a piece of her. Oh, you're not new to the community, Wog. Stop it. Unless that's a troll. I'm telling you, if you can find anybody that's teaming up with her, Savage, Alicia, anybody that's teaming up with this woman, if you can find one thing that even proves that she's remotely human after what I listened to, I will kiss your ass on a live stream. That's what I say, full on hypocrisy. No, thank you. I worry about the people who make up while ass fake lives for YouTube and are reliving their high school years on here. Yes, I will use lipstick. Hey, Dova. If you find me one human like quality out of this woman, I'm telling you, once you listen to what she said about her own child, if you don't turn and run, and I mean run like the wind, you're crazy as hell. You belong with her. You belong, let her have you. And like I said, I'm not defending Marissa. I'm not defending Laura. If that's if that's what people want to do is to go after Molly Golightly and Laura day in and day out, that's their business. Go for it. Don't care. Doesn't move me one iota. Personally, I think it gets quite boring after a while. But whatever. If that's what you want to do, if that's how you want to run your channel, do it. I don't care. Not my business. But if you go over and you listen to that stream and the things that woman, MichelleSebate or Sebate or whatever her name is, said about her own child, I agree with you, Free Darling. Best bet, Sunnyside. Stay the hell away from her. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. And I guess because I am the mother of an addict and I do know the hell that their addiction puts everybody in the family through, I would never lay on my child's shoulders what that woman said. That he was literally going to have to get SA'd in prison in order to get commissary money. No, no, Roy, they're not fully exhausted. Actually, the Innocence Project has picked up her case. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to play that Penelope's uh, material. I don't ever do that. Not to mention, they are all fucking nuts, Dova. I don't like to play anybody's material. And I get it. They saw a woman who was battling MGL. So yes, let's go and get her. Let's see, let's see what she's like. But go listen to that stream and you're going to find out what she's like. Penelope, I think she's a Molly Golightly supporter. Which, hey, that makes her nuttier than a fruitcake too. In my opinion. But you can't make up. Penelope did nothing to make up what this Michelle chick said. Yeah, hate bonding, you don't say. And there's still people that are, I mean, Alicia, when I when I titled my live what I did, Alicia put out a community post saying, "At the truth, I said I will not support Michelle going real life on MGL." Okay, my live had nothing to do with that. My live is about I've never heard anybody talk about their child the way that this woman spoke on her son, who is an active addict and I'm assuming in jail because she said he was going to have to get SA'd to get commissary money. She said he was going to have to learn to take the D or suck the D to get commissary money. She said that he was the reason for her divorce. I have a feeling, Michelle, you're a little off kilter on that one. And that he should cut off his own D and shove it down his own throat. I'm sorry, I've just never heard anybody speak on their child that way. I understand some kids and parents don't get along. I get it. I just, like I said, being the mother of an addict, and trust me, I've said things to my son that I wish I never would have. I said them out of anger, but I have never, nor would I ever say what that woman said. It is insane. Hey, Pearls. Right, Sunnyside? I mean, this is your child. You don't have to, you don't have to enable him, but for the love of all that is holy, don't go on the internet and say that stuff. Me either, Beth. Bye, Huck. Take care. And then for people to team up with her, and Alicia, all you had to say was, I don't support her going live on Molly Go Lightly or going real life on Marissa. I don't give a shit. Oh, if you go listen to this clip, I'm telling you, you have never heard a parent talk about their own child the way that this woman did. I mean, I don't know her kid. I don't know nothing about active addict, and I'm assuming he is now in jail. But I have to say, I don't use the word trigger. I don't like the word trigger. I think it's overused on this platform. That bitch triggered me to the point I almost want to find out who he is and at least become a pen pal so he's got somebody to talk to. Not that I'm going to do that. I'm not going to dig around and find out who her son is. Make Twain, I couldn't even say that out of anger. Please go listen to the thing. The things she said, I couldn't even say out of anger. It wouldn't, it couldn't even cross my mind to say that about my own child. To cut off his D and shove it down his own throat. to learn how to take the D and suck the D so that he can get money for commissary? I'm sorry. I've been very angry at my son. I've called the police on my son before just to get him off the streets to keep him alive. Pearls, you got to go listen to this chick Penelope about this chick Michelle. Oh, it goes beyond strange. And like I said, this is not me defending Marissa or anybody else. I don't care if they want to go live about Molly every day of the week. To be honest with you, I don't think Molly gives a shit either. But listening to this woman say this stuff about her own child, run. If you have any affiliation with this woman, run like the Dickens. And to think that she had 400 or 500 people in her chat when she was saying this stuff. What is wrong with you people? How do you know she doesn't mean it, Mako Twain? How do you know she doesn't mean it? And I don't care if you mean it or not. You those things should not even cross your mind about your own child. I mean, I don't know how you don't, I mean, how you know that she doesn't mean it unless you know her personally or something. But if you know her personally, then get her help. Oh, it takes more than just anger, Beth. To I can't even comprehend thinking those things about my own child. I hope her son never gets a clip of her saying that either. Mako, it's worse than mean, terrible stuff. She's basically wishing, hey, Jonathan, that he gets SA'd in prison. Do you know how big of a fear that is for a parent when their child goes to prison? When all you can do is lay in bed at night and pray that your child keeps his, holds his own and does his time and leaves, or hers. I just can't imagine. I'm telling you, if you have any affiliation with this woman, run like the Dickens. Maybe your son, hang on, Lucy. Maybe your son would benefit from some tough love instead of pen pals and hugs. Maybe he would, Lucy, but I would never tell him to get raped in prison or to suck D to get money. That's a little further than tough love, okay? Lucy. And if you think that's tough love, then you're criminal. You're criminal. Your mind is criminal if you think that is tough love. You have a criminal mind, Lucy, if that's what you think. Don't tell me about tough love. I've tried every kind of love I know of, and the only thing that I can find that I can come to peace with is if my son's hungry, I'm going to feed him. If he's cold, I'm going to warm him. I'm going to make sure he's warm. No, it's not forgivable, Mako. No, I'm sorry. I disagree with you, Mako. You can think it's forgivable. I, on the other hand, do not think it's forgivable. Yeah, I have a therapy appointment tomorrow because I finally had to get it through my head the three C's of addiction. I didn't cause it, I can't control it, and I can't cure it. So I sought out therapy to learn how to deal with my resentments towards my son. And again, not for so much for what he's done to my life, but for what he's done to his own. But I have never had thoughts like that woman put on the internet about her child, about her own child. And I'm sorry, it's not forgivable. There's no excuses that can be made. Well, Mako, you can forgive away. You can go over there and be a part of her fucked up life if that's what you want to do. Go ahead. I don't care. I'm sure you're a grown person. I hope. I think what she said, and if you go and listen to that stream that Penelope chick put up, and you can still say, agreed. MGL, I won't say she created her, but she definitely entertained her and encouraged a lot of this shit. But for Lucy to come in here and suggest that that's tough love, that's not tough love. That's cruel. Well, okay, Mako, but I can tell you that my mother would never, thoughts like that would never cross my mother's mind. So I can't even relate to what you're trying to say because my mother would never think like that. Most mothers would not. As a matter of fact, I don't know any mother. Jonathan, thank you for your prayers, but please say them for Michelle's son. Because right now, that person needs all the prayers he can get with having a mother like that. And I don't usually like to call people out about their parenting because God knows I've made my fair share of mistakes. But that's not the kind of talk that comes out of a mother's mouth addressing it to her child. It just isn't. I'm sorry. I'm entitled to my opinion. You're entitled to yours, Mako. But my mother would never think of the words that woman used. I would never think of saying that about. I don't think I'd even say it about a stranger. You're right, Beth. The words that came out of her mouth are plain evil. I don't know, Mako. I'm not attacking you. It's cruel on a whole nother level. You're right, Natalie. And I'm sorry, like I said, I don't like the word triggered. I don't use the word triggered. That bitch triggered me. Because all I could think is someone talking like that to my son. Hold on, guys. Okay, Mako, I get your point that you could forgive your mother if she said it. I can't even fathom any mother saying that. I'm sorry. I can't. I didn't see her words, but it has been said that she has admitted to mental illness. Hello, Wonder Woman. Okay, Val. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to go out on a limb and say you got to be mentally ill to say the stuff that she said. I can't imagine not. But does she not have a friend on here out of the hundreds? I was commenting towards your tactic of hugs and pen pals. I did not comment regarding Michelle. Lucy, after hearing what she said to her son, I can't help it. I felt like the kid might need a hug and a pen pal. And I don't judge people on how they deal with their addict loved one. I don't. I belong to a group of over 20,000 mothers of addicts. I don't judge any of them for what they do. Some of their tactics is not something I would do. Some of my things are not something they would do. But out of 20 something thousand mothers of addicts, never in that group as angry and as hurt as some of these parents have been. I don't know any of this. I'm just saying hello, and then I'll sit back and wait to be called a moron like my friend Michelle was called. The same Michelle I'm talking about. Bridget, which I'm hoping your puppy is okay. We said prayers for your. Bridget, are we talking about the same? Okay, thank God. I was like, thank. I knew Bridget. I swear, I knew better. I knew we could not be talking about the same Michelle. I was like, no, hell no. Would Bridget agree with somebody saying that about their own child? I do know you better. And during my live yesterday, we said prayers about your puppy. I see that it's kidney stones or something like that. God love him. When Bridget said when Bridget said Michelle, I was like, oh hell no! Please don't tell me Bridget is friends with this nutcase. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna call her a nutcase. It's just the way it is. Ah, man, teeth on a dog is expensive. They wanted to pull 2 of Lolly's teeth, before she passed away because her breath was so bad. And they said by pulling 2 of her teeth, and really for her age, 2 wasn't bad. But it was gonna be like $1,500 to have 2 teeth extracted. That's insane. But I'm glad he's feeling better. And again, prayers to all of you all that's in the path of this storm. Hurricane, it's a cat 4. It's nothing to play with. I'm watching it on the 155 mile per hour winds. Two more mile per hour, it would be a cat 5. It's not going to reach it. It's already made landfall. It's going to break up soon. But I'm watching it on the Weather Channel, and it's just horrific. The storm surge and everything is just crazy. I know, Natalie. $1,500 to have 2 teeth pulled. I was like, nah, they ain't hurting her. They ain't decayed or whatever. She's still eating. She's keeping those teeth. Her son shot a man 5 times in the back, paralyzing him. Okay, Lucy, that is horrible. The man should be in prison, which I guess he is. I could have swore she just said not long ago he was out, but so I'm not downplaying what her son did, but it's still her son. And she's wishing sexual deviant stuff on him. Right, Cosmic? $1,500 get 2 dog teeth pulled. $350 to get all your wisdom teeth removed. Or, well, maybe just one. I don't know. Look, I'm not talking about her son's crime. I don't, I mean, this is the first I'm hearing of what her son did. And if that's the case, if he really did, number one, I'd like to read the article if anybody knows where I could find that. But if that's really the reason he's in jail, then trust me, he deserves to remain in jail. He never needs to see the light of day again. But as a mother, and knowing that addiction probably played a part in his crime, doesn't make it right. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not going to look up her kid, Lucy, but I can promise you there's an article out there somewhere if that really went down. And do you are you over there supporting her when she's putting out people's real life information? Get the fuck out of here, Lucy. You can't even be taken serious, bitch. And I'm sorry, but if somebody shot a man 5 times in the back, I might look it up. Well, go ahead, Lucy. Look him up all you want. He's already been put out there by Hello Starlight. No, Jonathan, I'm not in Florida anymore. I lived down there for 10 years. See, every time I go fucking live, I get some nut in here like Lucy who wants to try to flip this around. Like, I don't even know what you're trying to prove, Lucy, other than you support a very evil woman. I don't know what else you're trying to prove. And don't threaten me, Lucy. I don't take well to threats, bitch. Exactly. Sunnyside, she must be in the right chat because she's going hard for Michelle, who said her son should be graped in prison and he better learn how to suck D and cut his own D off and eat it and swallow it. She's going hard for a mother that said that about their son. Tell me, Lucy, are you a parent? Could you ever hate your child enough to say that? Ash, if that's you, Mako, then just come in as yourself. I don't think I have you blocked, Ash. I know I don't have all 49 of your accounts blocked. See, this is what happens when somebody new comes on the scene and all of a sudden they're going after somebody you don't like. So you jump on their band. Oh, you're also a parent of an addict? I'm sorry to hear that, Lucy. But I find it really hard to believe that you can agree with what Michelle said. I really do. But I am sorry that you are the mother of an addict. And I do hope and pray that your child finds their way. If they're sober, I wish them continued success. If they're still using, then I pray they find their way. And I know, Val, that you're talking about mental illness. And here's my thing about that. I agree with you that she must be mentally ill to say the things that she said. Okay, Lucy. I can't even begin to tell you what I've been through with my son. There's shit I have to take to my grave that I could never tell anybody, not my therapist, nobody. And I resent him for that. But I can tell you that I have never been so angry at him that I would say that. Because in order for me to get that angry at him, then I would have to ignore the fact that he's an addict. And it's fine that you don't agree with me, Lucy. And it's fine that you think it's you that I'm not even going to say you think it's okay because I'm not going to put words in your mouth. Uh but obviously you can somehow understand what this woman said and I can't. And if people go over and listen to this Penelope, I don't have her link, whatever. Her name is Penelope. How many Penelopes can there be? But if you go over and listen to that stream and hear what that woman says about her own son, and if it's mental illness that is pushing Michelle to say these things, Mako, you're still here. Nobody's blocked you, so you can disagree all you want. Then, out of the 500 or 600 people that are in her chat, as she's saying these things about her own child, no hugs and pen pal letters will be sent to my addict adult daughter. Okay, that's totally up to you. But do you wish your daughter gets raped in prison? Do you think your daughter should have to perform sexual acts in order to get the necessities she may need in prison? I don't think so. I love you too, main girl. And yeah, and I don't have main girl. Have you talked to Kiki or Pepper recently? Bro, I'm in a call with someone and he hasn't talked in 10 minutes. Well, that call sounds like it sucks. I would hang up. Okay, then I need to talk to you. Are all your mods on a coffee break? Most of them work day shift, so okay, then I need to talk to you, man, girl. I'll hit you up in Discord. I don't know, guys. Like I said, just take 5 minutes out of your day to go listen to that Penelope chick and what she posted. I need therapy. How kind of you. This is why subscribers do not talk. Lucy, if you think what that woman said is okay, then I'm sorry. My opinion is you need therapy. Yeah, main girl, everything's fine. I'm in therapy. Why take that as an insult? I'm not at least embarrassed to say I'm in therapy. I had to seek therapy to learn how to deal with my son's addiction, to learn how to deal with PTSD and depression. I sought therapy. That's not a criticism. But if you can even remotely think that what that woman said about her own son is anywhere near, hey, Lolo, Christine, then I got a feeling you don't really have a grasp on addiction. And if you hate your addicted child that much, that, not you, but Michelle hates her addicted child that much, then I suggest she gets therapy. Thank you, Shauna B. I can't either. But I am going to get off here. I was just coming on once again to express my opinion that if you're jumping on the Michelle bandwagon just to go at MGL, well, what you got is you're supporting one nut to attack another nut, and that's my opinion. Nothing wrong with that, Dova. Nothing wrong with that. Most addicts need love. It doesn't mean you have to enable them. Doesn't mean you have to hand them money. But by God, I don't care what my son has ever done or will ever do. He is my son. And I can promise you that every crime he has ever committed has been directly related to his drug addiction. Okay, Mako, just curious. Can you answer me a question? And I'm being serious, Mako, because obviously, we don't agree on some things, and that's okay. Can you tell me how getting on the internet and saying those things about her son, how does that work well for anybody? Main girl, I didn't know your son got married. I knew there was a wedding coming up, but I didn't know it was this soon. How does what Michelle said, how does it benefit Michelle? How does it benefit her child? Now, this is my opinion. It probably doesn't. I can't imagine saying that. Thank you. This is my opinion, and my opinion is if you're going to continue to associate and be associated with Michelle, for no other reason, I'm not talking about you, Mako, because I don't know you. For no other reason than the fact that she's going after MGL, because there's a lot of things you can go after MGL. You don't need Michelle for it. But if you're sticking with Michelle, not because you like her, not because you feel sorry for her, but because she's a she's going after another nutcase, then you might want to check your priorities. In the meantime, go over and check out that Penelope's clip, and it shows Michelle saying it, so it hasn't been manipulated or anything like that. And Michelle, if you're out there, please find peace because you may be the only person in this world that your son has. And everybody deserves somebody. So, you guys have a great day. I'm going to load the dishwasher. All right. Well, we agree on that, Mako. I'm going to load the dishwasher. I got to make a grocery list. Just boring ass life stuff. Main girl, I'm going to hit you up in Discord to let you know what I need. And congrats to your son. I hope you all have a great day. And Michelle, if you're out there, let go of the hate, man. Let go of the hate. You're hating a disease. Get some treats for Maggie. Yeah, I need to. You're hating a disease. It's not healthy. It's not going to get you anywhere. Yes, they do, Christy. Probably more than most people. But you guys, if you're in the path of this hurricane, please, I mean, it's a little late to say take cover, but I'm watching it right now and you really can't even make out what's on the screen. It's so hairy going on over in, where are they? Fort Myers. You can't even make out what's going on. It's that bad. So take care, and I will talk to everybody real soon. See you around the tubes. Bye, guys.